service after I don't know how long. .38's down in Sacramento right now.
Yep. 7809 is still at end.
So they're probably prepping it too.
Yep.
So 7710 is a retiree now.
Yes.
So.
I heard it. 7724 is retired.
Oh, hear that, Sherry? 7724 is retired now. 10 is retired. There's a bunch there that were listed.
Yeah.
And if they're not scrapped yet, they listed the units that are not listed.
7781 is still at the Stony.
It's still at Stony and it's not scrapped. They're probably parting it.
I hope that they can do this charter.
Oh shoot, that would be awesome. I hope they use 50 for it. 7750 or something. 33 also has a slightly different axle. Do you hear it when it takes off?
Yes.
That's not confirmed retard yet. They thought it was confirmed, but they made a mistake. Then it came back, but then it was changed off and it hasn't been seen since. I'm glad I got the first 2002 Flyer 8083 because that one is also gone now.
Yeah, my email address is danielmusguy@gmail.com.
Daniel Bus Guy?
Yes.
So danielbusguy@gmail.com.
Yes.
Is it caps?
No, it's danielmusguy@gmail.com.
But is it like all caps or no? Capital letters?
No, small.
Lowercase.
Yes.
Okay. I'll send you some photos if I manage to get some, or video clips.
Okay.
There's a bus with red seats. It had it for a while.
Yes.
Oh, the filtering is so bad in the 8000s.
Yep, all the 8000s they have it with now red seats.
Do you see that? Like, and it's even a warm day and the buses are smoking. Except the white 8000s have a better filtering system than these ones do. You know what would have been cool if Calgary Transit ordered DE40LFs. And they could just give them random numbers like bus 50, like fleet numbers like 15 or something.
Yep. Edmonton, then they have the electric buses.
Oh, the potato ones. I don't like those, I'll say that. The potato buses, the Patera.
Yeah, potato bus, 20.
I would ride these 8000s any day rather than the 8000s they have.
Yeah.
You know what transit could have ordered and they did, but they never liked them, is the Graham West buses instead of Novas.
The Grand West is not.
What are they called? Virginity or? They ordered Graham West buses, except they're gonna be electric.
Yep. Yep. We're getting electric buses in the fall.
And then the 2013 Arbex are gonna be gone. Like, did you see I did a compilation of 1832, all the footage I had of it?
Yes.
That one hasn't been seen since whatever time, November 7th. 1825 they kept running for a while though.
I know.
It might come back out again though. But at the same time I doubt it, because 9 years on it, 9.5 years on a shuttle bus, that is a lot.
Yeah.
Like when I was on 1832 and January 2021, it had 625,000 plus on it, so.
Yeah, is it bouncy?
Yeah. The motor is never the problem. A Duramax diesel is pretty good.
Yes.
But you want to know what TransLink has? They have Arbex and they all have AC and comfortable seats there.
Yeah.
So they at least thought about that. The problem is they're so bouncy, they're not designed for transit use, really. Just handy dirt, right? What's for supper tonight, Sherry?
Oh, I have no idea. Maybe leftover barbecue.
I might be up a few hours after you, probably tomorrow.
Yeah, I have to cook a family dinner tomorrow night, so.
A big one.
Huh?
A big one.
Yeah, Becky's boyfriend is from Australia, so we're having a big roast dinner tomorrow.
He'll have a cool accent. I love those accents.
Oh yeah, he does. He sounds pretty good.
Britain and Australian are two of my favorite accents.
Yeah.
And don't try to get me. I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna say, what about me?
I don't have one anymore.
They got rid of the bumpy train tracks down when you leave Barlow. There's only these ones left. VP is not having a very good time right now. They're retiring a bunch of buses, and then they don't have any more buses to fill it. Like they do, but Anderson needs a good bunch of them. Because we've already taken a few of the 2004s to VP, so that would leave them with what? 24 2004s, 20 something 2002s,
Yes.
all the 06s. So that would be over 50 plus, almost 60 buses. And then you have your 2003s. I finally got an 8077 too.
Good.
What's your favorite 2004?
One of my favorite is 7881 and 7866. 7874.
I love 86 because it's still got the, and it sounds, it's got a loud axle. Now for 2003s, 7841 is so loud.
Yes.
But it's Cummins goodness. So 7808 is still ISC.
Yes. And 7801 is as well, and 7800.
I don't know if they'll put that thing back anytime soon. Since it broke down in June 2020, they haven't used it.
No, that was over 2 years ago.
It's one of those junk buses, unfortunately. 7800 is not very good from what I've heard.
No.
They finally got rid of 77. Is 7763 scrapped yet?
No.
But I hear it's not, it's not active.
No. 7776 is active.
That's a fair unit, that one. The one thing that really gets me is 7750 might be going, right?
Yeah. That's too bad.
But I mean, it's not a retiree yet. It hasn't been confirmed.
No.
And I don't think the 7800 2002s will retire at a big pace because they need to get mileage on them again. Like you see, they brought out 7806 like 3 months ago or something.
Yes.
That's one of the stronger units.
Yes.
Towards the end, 7752, I was on it last year in 2021, and it wasn't shifting properly.
No. It's awful.
Or you could get yourself on a ZF. You want that.
One of my friends, when they pick special buses, is 7979.
Oh, hope they repair the cat in that thing.
Yes.
From what I've heard, they're looking into repairing the cat.
Yes.
They have to, though. Else, if the bus breaks down, transit won't know where the bus is.
No.
Man, that Detroit was lovely, that Series 50.
Yes.
I wanted to sit in the very back because it was special.
Yeah. One of these days I have to ride with about 11:30.
Oh, next bus.
Next bus. That's Nick.
Nick Blinsky, is it? That's his channel.
Yes.
He's got a couple retired U2 cars on his 2029 and 2045. $2061. Remember how I got it on the red line? Now it's working out of Oliver Bowen, so. Imagine how hot the U2 cars would be today, Sherry. I just saw a consist going westbound at like 237.
Yeah. Wait till Norwood is going to be 36.
They're not going to be out though because it's the weekend.
No, I guess not. It's the weekend. Yeah.
How were the kids yesterday?
Oh, I got there before the school bus, so I was packed, but it wasn't too bad.
Oh God. The bus should be there today.
Yeah, I've done that, yeah.
And it wasn't a school run, it was a yellow bus.
No, it
Right?
was a school bus. It was a transit bus.
Oh, so Calgary Transit did do the wise thing and put the school run on.
Yeah, they put school runs out the last 2 days, yeah.
Well, that's weird because remember the last day of school last year, they didn't have anything?
Yeah, I know.
66 is one of them. When they're parked at the front, I think that means they're prepping them,
Yeah,
right?
they're pumping up on the Anderson.
If you go to the fence right now and go by on the C train, the Winnipeggers are also outside.
Yes. I'm gonna have to go film them. I have to take the picture. I have to send you a picture.
What I'm planning to do, like, I'm gonna be out for quite a few hours because I want to get more to my fleet.
Yes.
7801 will probably be out again next week as well.
Yes.
They've probably been starting them up too, with the diesel stabilizer and stuff. They've probably been taking them out for test runs.
Yes.
Because didn't they return on July 18th? The mechanics returned, some of them. But then again, you're going to have to move more buses to Vic Park because they're going to get short.
Yes, because VP is having issues. VP need more buses.
Did you hear that? Sherry? VP is having issues with a fleet shortage again.
Yeah, I know. I have a friend that every time he signs up, he can't get a bus. There's no buses for him to do his bus work.
Dispatch a single unit on some runs.
Yeah, I've seen them downtown a couple of
Like 7734 is on an Arctic run right now on Route 1.
There was a couple of single buses at Pembroke yesterday during the Route 1.
And they're supposed to be Arctic.
Yep.
And like I'm not a fan of the Excelsiors, but that one I really like because it's special. And for an Arctic, it's quick because it's a rebuild.
Yes.
So what I'm guessing they're gonna do? Are they gonna like? Oh man, remember they had buses moved from Spring to VP for a while?
Yes.
But Anderson needs their buses now, so.
Yes.
But Anderson needs all the buses they can have now because they're opening.
Yeah, there's only 78 runs out of Anderson, so they don't need a whole bunch.
But they need enough, right?
Yeah, but they don't.
78 runs for Anderson is pretty big now compared to having none.
Yeah.
That took over half the VP work that used to be there.
Yes.
I imagine the 12 might get some. I know the 78 is all Anderson.
Yes.
I'm glad they switched it to straight work too, rather than school and express runs.
Yes. Even I just went to the South McClutcher. They're having new routes.
Yeah, they're tweaking too.
Yeah. They're going to replace all the new routes. Rush Hour is 194 and 444.
Oh, 444?
Yes.
What are they doing with that now?
They're working on the route by the Somerset station.
Oh, to replace it.
Yes.
There's 8004. You just had that one.
Yeah.
There's a U2. Wonder what the consist is. I'm assuming he's a rush hour run because it's 3:10, so. They do that every once in a while. I still see a U2 on an all-day run every now and again.
Yeah.
Which is not very safe to do if you ask me. But I mean, if newer equipment is being maintenance, they have no choice. That one has to go out, right?
Yes. I've been on the YouTube since 2016, 2017. That was 6 years ago.
You actually been on 2015 this year, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And when you were going towards Barlow, another consist passed you.
Yeah.
And did you hear we got a couple Series 10s in now? Unfortunately, I know we don't like it, but the U2s have to be... They're not going to be able to run eventually. Especially when you got cars like 2007, its motor is making a sandpaper noise. Oh, I'm also gonna focus on 78, 91 through 99, eh? They still have those 05s.
Yes. 78, 95 has a bike rack. I want that with
82, 78, 82 used to, but then it got in a minor accident, so it doesn't have it, unless they replaced it. Did you get finished your run today? What did you do?
This morning I saw I went to the fish station, you know. I talked to one of the drivers and it said would be open. I saw some 7934, 7957.
Okay. You did some runs out of Vic Park?
Yeah, I just rode this 78 to Somerset Well.
You're probably happy you'll finally get to go back to Anderson runs. I see 7800, but I doubt it. Like, they haven't ran it for over 2 years. Man, 632 still runs like a tank. It's 26 years old.
Yes.
But you probably heard of the owner. He's keeping it maintained really well. Is it a June 1996, right? I think so. Because don't they get like 5 buses, 6 buses at a time per month, right? I think that's how it works. Or maybe 7 or 8.
So what is your favorite Winnipeg buses, Ethan?
My favorite Winnipeggers?
Yes.
You talking about the 06s or just all of them?
Just all of them.
Oh, that would be tough. My favorite 01, I'm bent between 7750 and 37.
Oh, yeah.
I like 7750 a bit more because it's got the yellow ramp. It's really cool. But then 37 sounds slightly better, and they both sound amazing, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
And my favorite bus of all time now is 7632 because it's a special bus. Not a lot of people, like a lot of the drivers, miss the Detroits. But after being on that, I have more appreciation. I miss them a lot more now.
Yes.
7883 junk is a junk bus caught fire.
Yeah. So sad.
I like the 3 buses with the retro seats.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want that 7870.
Yeah, that's the one I want. One of them anyway.
Yes.
Are they all up at Anderson still right now?
Yes.
What's the other 04 I really want? 7864.
Yes.
Does that still have white on it, right? They didn't do it red, or did they do the red wave?
There we publish the new red livery.
How many 04s do we have that are white that are left?
Let's see, 78, 81, 78, 82, 78, 84, 78, 85, 78, 86,
So all in a row.
and 78, 90. Yeah,
Oh,
all livery.
7701 is still going
Yep.
strong. Sherry, my guess is 7701 will be the last ones to go. They've been dispatching it on all-day runs still, and it's still going strong.
I seen 7707 the other day.
Broken or no?
All on the road.
Yeah. You got a cop coming or something. Oh, from that way. Did you see my video on 7735 yesterday?
Yes.
Hear the transmission a little bit. That one is starting to wear out a little bit.
Yeah.
So year's end, 7700s will all be dust, I heard.
Yes.
Well, then again, who knows? They'll be left for school runs and express runs only eventually. This one wasn't supposed to be out on this route today, but 8331 broke down this morning.
Wow.
The Excelsiors need to go to Stony because they suck, right?
Yes. XT40s needs to go transfer for the Stony.
And then you can give us the XM40s. I like those.
Yes.
They're Allison, right?
Yes. I wish they can order some XN40s.
Look at Translate. They got a whole bunch down there.
Wow.
Except it's not Allison, it's Worth. Right? I can feel it. And we won't see 7805 ever because we all know what happens to that.
It'll caught fire.
I don't think if it wasn't for COVID, I don't think buses like 7777 would be retired. They would still be using it, I would think. Back again.
Yeah.
I was getting impatient, like they were dispatching the 03s. Remember when and I love the 03s, but like when I finally got my first 2004, I'm like, finally.
Yeah.
Changed off on the 12, I think.
Yeah.
And like its third trip, I think. So 78, 33, 30. What the heck, a Nova?
Yeah, it's signed. It's out of Stony.
Whoa.
There was one yesterday as well.
He must signed up then.
No, it's just there's no this sign-up doesn't start till Tuesday.
Oh, so they just put a guy on.
So they've just got spare board for it on it.
I want that 7869 before.
Did you get film?
No, I had to film. Yeah, maybe next week I will film that.
When a whole grads of buses come out, like I'm full throat like 6, 7 buses a day.
Oh.
But what I try to do is do 15 minutes of each bus so I don't drain my battery. Then I can just, I'll put my phone on power saving mode so I can push it to the absolute max.
Yeah.
Oh, what now? Backdoor beep.
No, she was reefing on it before I even had a chance to unlock it.
So the alarm was going off. Even though 7738 Cummins ISC is original, that bus is so slow and it's worn. Like the body's not in terrible shape, just the motor, right? Like I hear in Edmonton, they have a bunch of ISCs still left, like 45.
Yeah, the 4360 is still ISC. The 2003 through Flyer.
Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. There's no...
No.
They're short.
Yes.
Gotta move some buses from whatever, right? Even if it's just Nova. But that, you don't want to move Novas to there.
No, I don't like Novas. Yeah.
Unless it's a diesel, then you could get away with it, right? But I don't want Novas to go to VP. The old, what is it, 7943 is on the Route 1. Keys yesterday, all 3 of them had single buses on them from VP. Oh, did you see 7871 when it did a Stony block? It changed off 8191 a few months back. And they say 6094 is out of SG, which is not right at all.
No.
And it hasn't even done an SG block, 6094. Yeah, 8077 rides so nice now. This is when you need the Crime Stoppers wrapped.
Yeah. Something.
Oh, did you see my footage of the Heritage Park thing as well? I'm going to Railroad Days tomorrow.
Okay.
And they do the double header train. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
So I'm getting up early and I'm going.
Okay.
One thing, it only runs 10 to 11:30, the double header scheme, so I'm gonna get right there when the gate opens. It's amazing those things are 70 plus years old.
Yes.
Ethan, thank you.
What?
You should take the 502 from Heritage Park to Heritage, the Heritage Park.
Yeah, but it's
You
shot.
know why?
Yeah.
Because Bob's driving it.
Really?
Bob does the 502 on Saturdays and Sundays.
His last time though, right? His last weekend?
Yeah, he does it in the afternoon.
Maybe I'll scamper there in the morning and he can pick me up in the afternoon.
Well, there you go.
What time does he start?
I'm around lunchtime, I think. I'm not 100% sure.
Ask him.
I'll ask.
Don't give him the idea. I can cause trouble on there.
No.
Thanks for the info. You did the right thing.
Yeah, no, I know he does the 502 on Saturdays and Sundays. So.
That's a nice run. Short, but you take people from Heritage Park to Heritage.
Oh, it's horrible when you've got to do it 18 or 20 times.
Oh my god, yeah.
In a big bus in a snowstorm.
I remember when the 502 was busy, they had to put people signed on it, and it was big buses out of Anderson.
Yeah.
I've done it out of Spring Gardens in a snowstorm. It was horrible.
Yep. My friend.
502?
Yeah.
When? In September or something? In September or October?
Oh yeah, it was great. I would take them to the people to work.
Because Heritage Park closes the last weekend it's open is Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but the thing's still open, not the park, but the little area, the shopping area and stuff's still open.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gasoline Alley.
Yeah, that's still open. So yeah.
You know, my friend works at Addison.
Oh, he does.
Yes.
He must be happy to finally going back to his regular garage.
Yes.
Like she's out of spring here. Imagine how long it would take you to get from VP if you signed that, to get to VP if you signed there every sign up, Sherry.
Well, I wouldn't do it.
Unless you absolutely had.
Yes, I had to. Yeah.
Well, a good thing is you get nice routes.
Yeah.
It's just far.
Yeah.
Thank goodness it's not very busy here. Hey, my dad thought it was still August. I'm like, no, it's September 1st. Gotta switch them out. Weren't they half price again this month?
Yes. Always remember switching months.
And they're only 56 this month as well.
Yes. I want the 7051.
Oh, I saw the footage. Yeah. You were in the first 1999 as well.
Yep, 7651.
Even though the 99s are amazing, I like the 96s because they're older, right? I hope I can get some Anderson runs on Max Hill or something. I imagine there's a couple. I want to go away from VP for a while and get some Anderson work. Anderson film. I tell you, Sherry, it'll be a lot easier for drivers that come to Okotoks, from Okotoks to Anderson, for the ones that were able to get work out of there. Yeah, we went up to Stony on 7632 as well. The international terminal as well. Airport. But it's hard because, you know, sometimes he just brings it out once in a while. And you saw my friend Blake, Prairie City Transit. He was driving our bus.
Yeah. I haven't met him.
But you've probably commented on a few of his videos.
Oh, right.
He's got the U2 for a picture. He's actually working for Transit in BC now, so